Hello and welcome to our capstone module on foundational AI skills. In our previous sessions, we've learned how to craft expert prompts. Today, we are going to learn a true meta skill, how to build an AI that writes expert prompts for you. This session is all about moving from being a user of AI to a designer of AI-powered systems. Here is our agenda for today. We'll start with a quick recap of the expert prompting toolkit we've built so far. We'll then identify a new problem that arises even for experts, the need for efficiency and consistency. Our solution will be to build an AI prompt engineer, a custom GPT that acts as a prompt building coach. We will deconstruct the master prompt that powers this generator, and I'll walk you through a live demo of how it works. Then, the main event will be a workshop where you will build your own expert prompt engineer GPT. Finally, we'll discuss the strategic so what. Why this skill is a true force multiplier for you as a future business leader. Let's quickly review the powerful toolkit you have already mastered. Over the past modules, you've learned the core patterns of expert prompting. You know the persona pattern to tell the AI who to be. You know the few-shot and template patterns to show the AI what the output should look like. You know the chain of thought and recipe patterns to guide the AI on how to think and execute complex workflows. And you know how to use the verifier and self-critique patterns to make the AI a partner in ensuring quality. You now have all the knowledge required to write an expert-level prompt for any accounting task. But even as a prompt engineering expert, you now face a new set of challenges. First, it's easy to forget key components. When you're writing a long, complex prompt, you might forget to specify the tone or to ask for a step-by-step analysis. Second, there's the issue of inconsistency. Your prompts might vary slightly each time you write them, which can lead to inconsistent outputs. And finally, there's the challenge of scalability. How do you ensure that everyone on your team uses the same high-quality prompting methodology? Manually training everyone is difficult and time-consuming. This leads us to the question, how can we automate the creation of best practice prompts? The solution is to build a custom GPT that acts as an expert prompt engineer. The sole purpose of this tool will be to interview a user about their goal, and then use that information to construct a perfect, comprehensive prompt for them. A great analogy for this is the expert consultant. Instead of trying to solve a complex problem yourself, you hire a consultant who starts by interviewing you to understand your needs. Our AI prompt engineer will do the exact same thing. It will guide any user from a complete beginner to an expert like you through the process of building a perfect prompt. The brain of our new GPT is its master prompt, which we will place in the instructions field when we build it. This prompt is essentially a recipe that combines all of the patterns we've already learned. Let's deconstruct it. Part 1 sets the persona. Act as an expert prompt engineer named Prompt Perfect. Part 2 defines the goal. Your goal is to help me craft a world-class prompt by asking me a series of questions. Part 3 defines the process, using the question refinement pattern. It instructs the AI to ask a series of specific questions one by one. And Part 4 defines the final output, using the template pattern. Once you have all my answers, generate the final, optimized prompt. Let's see how a user would actually interact with our new Prompt Perfect GPT. The user might start with a simple, vague request like, I need help writing a prompt to analyze some financial data. Our Prompt Perfect AI would then respond by saying, of course. Let's build a perfect prompt together. First, what is your primary goal? The user would then respond, I needed to calculate some key financial ratios. The AI would then continue its interview, asking about the persona, the context, the format, and the tone, until it has gathered all the necessary information to generate a complete expert-level prompt for the user. Now it's your turn to build your first AI tool. We are each going to build our own expert prompt engineer custom GPT. The first step will be to navigate to the GPT creation interface. The second step is to program its brain by copying and pasting the full master prompt text, which I will provide, directly into the instructions field. Step 3 is to create a few helpful conversation starters to make it easy to begin an interaction. And finally, step 4 is to test your new generator in the preview pane. Start a conversation, answer your GPT's questions, and see the expert level prompt that it generates for you at the end. Building a prompt generator is much more than just a clever trick. It's a strategic skill with real business value. First, it democratizes expertise. It allows everyone on a team, regardless of their individual prompting skill, to create expert-level prompts by following a guided process. Second, it ensures consistency and quality by enforcing best practices for every prompt that's created. And most importantly, it scales your knowledge. You are no longer just a user of AI. You are now a designer of AI powered systems. You are creating tools that enable others to work more effectively, which is a crucial leadership skill in the age of AI. Let's summarize our key takeaways from this capstone session. You have now progressed from learning the rules of prompting to building a system that is based on those rules. We've seen that the recipe pattern is powerful enough to create a prompt that writes prompts. This meta skill allows you to automate, scale, and standardize the use of AI within a team or an entire organization. By building tools like this, you transition from simply performing tasks to designing the very systems that perform those tasks, which is the essence of modern management and strategy.